Get the behind-the-scenes information on the breweries and beers you love with What's on Tap's Brewery Sessions. All right, we finally get to do another interview episode. We've been putting this off, and we've been threatening to interview Nerd Brewing since like October of last year.
Yeah,
and it's just been like something's come up, I'm like, nope, we're gonna do it. First big interview of the year. Super excited. And now we have the other half of Nerd Brewing, Hannes Gruber, joining us today to talk about what's going on with you guys and the fact that you're number one again.
Yeah.
Because as of last night, you were beating nbsp by a distinct margin. I was quite impressed. And this is on Untapped, by the way.
Yeah, so. I don't know what happened, but we were number one at a brief moment, and then they passed us, and then they dropped again. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't complain.
No. How does it feel to be the number one highest rated brewer in Sweden?
It's kind of crazy. I mean, nbsp is the beer gods of Sweden.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to even compete with them. So we're stoked.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys are, I guess we call it micro brewery at this point. Nano, I'm not sure how you would define it.
I don't know.
But compared to like Dugas and nbsp and Brewski and those guys, it's amazing that.
Yeah, I mean, we're really, really small.
Yeah.
And basically doing it in our spare time. So,
yeah. And how big is your footprint inside Sweden? Is it just Skåne, or is it up into Gothenburg and Stockholm? And
no, I mean, I would say Malmö.
Malmö. Even doubly impressive.
We've had some beers in Gothenburg, my hometown, Motala.
Didn't you have a tap takeover at Brewer's Beer Bar, right?
Yes.
Quite recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it in December?
A pretty small one, but still. Yeah. But that was, I mean, besides from that, it's been mostly Malmö.
Yeah.
And since we don't sell anything to Systembolaget.
Yeah.
Well, it's only the beer geeks that order from box beers that get.
And it sells out so fast. I'm always so pissed because it's like,
I know.
Hey guys, watch out for box beers. We're gonna have something pretty soon. And then I'm like, all right. And then it's like, oh, just sold out. I'm like, damn it! Where was the notification that it was even coming?
The notification email comes in an hour after it's sold out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got Nerd Brewing and Excited Bouncing again. Oh, no, wait, sorry, it's already sold out.
Never mind. It's like, you send an email out an hour before, like, hey guys, coming soon, be prepared, but no. All right, so you have 21 beers on Untapped, but 38 beers on Rate Beers. What's up with that?
That's a good question. Maybe Untapped removes retired beer. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I've seen a lot of out of production stuff from other breweries, but what I noticed was that most of your beta beers aren't on Untapped.
They should be.
From what I could see.
They should be.
Yeah, but that was kind of weird because I know there were quite a few that I tried in the like the bacon. Cheddar porter, I think is what it was, or
no cheddar. But
I couldn't remember that. I was like, it doesn't sound right, but in today's world where you're putting French fries and hamburgers in IPAs, like why not bacon cheddar porter? Like,
could be that could be the next big thing. Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if cheddar would go.
Hey, you know what?
But who knows?
If you get those like processed burger cheese slices, just throw a bunch of those into mash.
Why not?
Going to turn out really
It's going to dissolve and just add a creamy nutty texture. You're just like, that's what this beer's been missing.
Could be the next compliment. Instead of using lactose, you'd use the
cheddar slices.
Yeah.
There you go. I think craft cheddar slices is really where it's at.
Yep. I mean, it's even got craft in the name.
There it is. It's craft beer. It says it all
made
over
for
there.
it.
Right?
All right, I'm gonna write that thing down.
What other ideas can we help you with?
The bacon one was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
And it was a bit hard to get the bacon flavor out without too much saltiness.
Yeah.
But it was a fun beer to do. It was kind of a collaboration with Paddy Viken.
Mm-hmm.
They smoked the malt for me and gave me lots of bacon.
Nice.
I mean, you're never going to complain about getting a load of bacon.
No.
It's like a little bit for the beer, a little
Yeah.
bit for me. So how do you work with the protein in beer like that?
I mean, I fried it in the oven,
Yeah.
and then put it in a big jar, put beer on top of it, and it looked horrible.
I can only imagine.
A lot of fat floating on top. So I tried to get that out, of course, and then try to dose it in when the beer was finished.
Okay.
But yeah, it was, I mean, too much, and it just gets way too salty.
Yeah.
Gose stout, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a new style.
Yeah.
Could be.
The black Gose.
Yeah. So you've got, I guess, 3 lines. You've got beta, extends, index out of bounds, and LCIF. So there's 4. And 3 of them are stouts, and 1 is a catch-all kind of.
The beta series is small test batches.
Okay.
Trying stuff out, and mostly for festivals, since it's always fun to bring new stuff, kind of experimental stuff.
Yeah.
So all of those are just small batches, basically when they're finished at the festival, that's it.
So no plans to expand them into a bigger.
Well, one of them, the Imperial Brown Ale with Vietnamese coffee, that one I brewed again, and I have it with me.
Oh, nice.
2 versions, one plain and one with aged on oak.
Ooh, sweet.
So,
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably won't like it, but who knows? Maybe you don't want to
And this is
try it.
called POJO.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's actually, I think, a tweaked version of the Beta 17, I think.
Okay.
So I brewed this before Christmas at Lilla Ölfabriken. And have just started delivering kegs. And box beers will come pick a few boxes
Excellent.
tomorrow,
So
actually.
there's going to be another box beers release of
That we'll
Nerdbrewing
miss.
soon.
Yes, pretty soon. Tomorrow, or maybe if they don't if they don't have time to put it up tomorrow, maybe Monday.
Yep.
So
the release
when
is
by
gonna
the time you
be-
hear this, you will
yeah.
have missed that release.
Exactly. Just like all the notification
Yes.
emails from box beers anyway.
Yep.
So do you have a alpha series that is just for internal testing?
Basically, yes. I mean, I have a normal job, and they let me brew a lot of beer, so I can use them as guinea pigs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I always brew for all of the parties we have.
Nice.
So
Are they
I can-
hiring at your?
We're always hiring. So, but yeah, that's a great way to test stuff out.
You've been doing a lot of New England IPAs and milkshake IPAs through your beta line. So
Yeah.
any plans to make more of those in the larger?
Yeah, it's spring soon. Maybe.
Okay.
I've been focusing on the dark stuff when brewing big, but who knows?
No.
I'm definitely considering it.
Okay. Excellent. Because I know that the with the carrot cake extends.
I still haven't tried
Oh,
that.
it's so good, man. You were missing out.
I know.
That was
Everyone
actually,
is raving on about it.
that
and
was
I just
one
have
of the
never been able
whole
to get it.
reasons I went to the South Plains
festival?
Hoppapalooza. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so I could try that.
I saw when it came out at Box Beers and Kiosk, and
It
kiosks were
went
sold out
so fast.
as soon as I got there. It was sold out. I think it was when they got they got like 2 shipments of it, right?
I'm not sure because that's box beers selling it.
Oh, they sell it in Denmark?
To them, yeah. So
Okay.
we only sell to box beers.
Yeah.
I mean, we only export to box
Yeah.
beers. We of course sell locally
Yeah.
here, but they act as a distributor.
Yeah.
So they have sold to kiosk
yeah.
and
Okay, cool.
Mikkeller
Yeah.
Mikeller and Friends. And
Yeah, 'cause they had them at
I've
the
seen
bottle
it.
shop
I've
at,
seen it a
McKellar,
couple of
yeah.
times. It's the only time I've ever been able to buy a bottle was at McKellar and Friends, and they had like 2 left. I was like, oh,
It's mine.
yes, finally.
Yes, I mean since there's, I mean since we produce that little, there aren't many boxes. I guess
Yeah.
most places maybe get 1 box or 2, and that's
That's
it.
it. Yeah. Well,
So
we're
out
gonna have
of
to be on
one
top this.
batch of Imperial Stout that you usually do, how many bottles or how many cases do you get out of that?
It kind of depends. This one I've brewed on a 500 liter system.
Yep.
So it's a bit limited because of that. Double mashing, but still. So box beers are actually picking up almost every bottle of
Okay.
this one tomorrow, and that's like 20 cases.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of the batch has gone into kegs.
Yeah.
But so there's the number of bottles is pretty limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any plans on redoing the carrot cake?
Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Gotta try that.
Oh, it's so good, man. You know what? You can make it yourself. The recipe's online.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another thing
which
with
is-
Nerdbrewing as well.
Yeah.
All of your recipes are online.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great fun. There's quite a few homebrewers that contact me and ask about the recipes
Yeah.
and kind of advice on how to brew it.
Yeah.
And I've received a couple of bottles as well that are either clones or inspired by my recipes, and that's really nice.
That's a really cool concept as well, to have it completely open for anyone
Yeah.
to try and reproduce the beer
Yeah.
as well. And it's got to be quite fun for you as well to get the feedback
Yeah,
from the
absolutely.
homebrewing community as well.
So I received the Index Out of Bounds clone, but Gustav that made it had maple syrup in it. He also
nice.
did one with saffron. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
get that one, but I got a rum barrel aged version of it.
That sounds good.
That sounds pretty damn
It
tasty.
was really good.
Nice.
So I might have to get some rum barrels.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds amazing. So what inspires you whenever you go into to brew or create a recipe?
Everything, I guess. I mean, other beers, food, cakes. I mean, carrot cake is my absolute favorite cake. I'm not that into cakes, like semlor and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just did a semle IPA. I guess
really?
you heard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that? So Omnipolo like worked with basically every brewer
Oh, I saw. Yeah, of
in
course.
in stock in
The-
Sweden to create this one.
The collaboration at Stigbergets, right? Was it Stigbergets?
It was
Might have
Stigbergets,
been, yeah.
Popples,
Dugas,
Dugas.
Omnipolo.
Yeah,
There was like a whole bunch of
yeah.
breweries.
It was like 7
Gabriel
different
Tank was in
breweries
there as
working
well.
together to make one beer. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't understand that process at all. It's like everyone go like, all right, well, I'll take care of the malts, I'll take care of the hops, and I'll do the adjuncts, and we can brew it at my place, and I got water, so you know. I mean, how do you get that many brewers together to like
Yeah.
collaborate on one beer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It must have been quite an interesting process, that one. Just to get to the recipe as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they used in it. Cardamom, probably.
no idea.
Lactose,
Just simless.
Yeah.
almond paste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then all
Cream.
of that in a IPA. Well, could be
Who
good.
knows? Could be.
Could be
I
good.
don't know.
Well, you're being negative right now.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be in Stockholm next week. Maybe I can find out.
Oh, is it going to be released in Stockholm?
I have no idea. I'm just saying.
Probably.
Maybe it is, and I can find out.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely try it if I had a chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, inspiration comes from all kinds of places. I've always liked flavors.
Yeah.
If it's in beverages or food or anything.
You don't shy away from bold flavors. I've noticed in your beers. There's a lot of real dominant flavors going on there.
Yeah, I mean, I love all kinds of beer, but my favorites are the bold ones.
Yeah.
Definitely. And imperial stouts, stuff like that is, of course, a favorite style now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does coffee inspire you?
Yeah. So I mean, I've used Vietnamese coffee in quite a few beers, and I really like how that. I mean, it's quite different from regular Swedish coffee.
Yeah.
It's so chocolatey, nutty, almost has a vanilla touch to it that I think goes really well with dark beers.
Yeah.
So that's why this one has a lot of coffee in it.
Yeah, 'cause you've also
Nice.
done a Swedish coffee and a cortado and
You had a whole big
Several
coffee
other-
series of.
Yeah.
Was the LCF or was it the Index?
Both of them.
Okay, yeah.
I've had. I think I've used coffee in every.
yeah, like I say, all of your lines,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
one or two coffee variants in
yes.
there. So
Yes. So, but it was quite nice to be able to compare the Vietnamese coffee with the Swedish coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, the Swedish coffee was just normal Suegas coffee.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I mean, the difference is huge.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, always nice to try stuff out like that.
How have you seen the Swedish beer scene change over the past since you started a couple of years ago?
I mean, the interest is just going up and up. And more people are getting into the strange kind of beers that I do.
Yeah.
At least it seems like it. And I mean, of course, the New England IPA craze is.
That's also massive.
Yeah. But I love that style. So
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah. I see Omnipolo, not Omnipolo, but Too Old breaking down, I guess, the concept of what a hazy IPA is.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a couple of their New England IPAs, which are super clear.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, this
Well, it was the Garden of Haze
Garden
that
of Haze.
came out on. Was it the last System?
Yeah, the last System
release?
Lager
I haven't
release.
tried it yet. I bought it, but I haven't tried
Yeah.
it.
It's
Well,
a really good fruity IPA.
Yeah.
It's,
But it's
not
clear.
a New England IPA.
No.
It is super. It's the clearest IPA I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they've done a couple of other New England IPAs that are just crystal clear. I don't understand what they're going for there. It's a bit of a shift.
Well, we're going to have an interview with them as well later on. So
Yeah.
And they promised us that we're going to find out all about their Garden of Haze at least.
I'm very interested about that one.
I mean, they can drop clear given enough time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But this is not like particulates, in the bottom of the bottle or something. This is just like
It's just
one
clear.
of the cleanest looking beers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself going from here? Like, what's next for Nerd Brewing?
I will try to produce more, to brew more often, kind of maybe once a month, and see, just start from there, and see what happens.
All right.
But I mean, I would of course like to sell to Systembolaget.
Yeah.
So I might send in a few bottles of this one.
We should crack this open as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more beers, of course. I actually have a couple of lighter beers. So I'm not sure what you want to start with.
Let's start with this one because this
Yeah.
one's coming out in
Yes.
in stores. So
This
we're
is
gonna
actually
with, this one, right?
the one
yeah.
this
without
is the one that was in
oak.
front of me, so I can just try to do this. I might have.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
we-
start with that one.
all
We
right,
actually
all right.
have
I'm not good at this.
2 glasses each, so we could try them side by side.
Yeah, that would be
That was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're always thinking
One step ahead. Yep. I'm seeing the bigger picture, man.
Yeah,
You're looking at the leaves. All right, and it should be ready to go. And there you go. You do a really beautiful wax cap on these. It's
Yeah.
so
Thanks.
nice.
I remember I asked you about your wax a little while ago as well.
That's kind of personal.
How did you get your back so silky smooth?
Yeah.
R-rated
Yep.
cast.
Oh, it always turns R-rated after a
It
while.
does.
So, all right, that was the plain one.
Yep.
And
So
here's the
talk us through the POJO.
The first one, where's the name come from?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that as a programming term.
Yeah, it's it stands for plain old Java object.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
it's kind of a pun on the coffee.
That's
With
funny.
Java.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, not with the plane?
well, maybe plain isn't really what this
No,
is,
I wouldn't say the smell is definitely not plain.
But so it's an imperial brown ale. You don't really see that many brown ales.
Yeah.
And since I've listened to your podcast, you've been kind of ordering one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been asking for a good brown ale for a while now.
Yeah, yeah. The last good brown I had was in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah?
And they did Imperial Brown Ale there. That
Yeah.
was quite nice. And I'll have to bring a bottle back next time
Yes, you should.
I'm running there this summer.
I should hopefully be rebrewing the Fat Michael I did with Cervejoria Trezé as well. We're looking at doing like 3,000 liters of it in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that should be quite fun too.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Excellent.
Planning stages at least. So we'll either go for that or the smoky porter that we did.
Cool.
It's either one of those, and then we'll see what happens after that.
All right, and so this one came out originally at Hopapalooza, correct?
Yes.
Not the Bourbon Oak edition, but the regular edition.
Yes, yes. And so I tweaked this one a little bit to make it have a little bit more body, a little bit more sweetness, but the recipe is basically the same. I've just upped the level of crystal a little bit.
Okay.
So it's yeah, I mean it's kind of a dark brown ale, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
They usually
Being-
tend to go quite dark when you go imperial,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's almost like a porter kind of in look.
Yeah.
Very
got
dark.
a-
It's a beautiful.
Beautiful foam on it.
Yeah.
So-
Really nice lacing on the glass and
So I was going for a lot of milk, chocolatey notes, and the Vietnamese coffee also brings that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just like you said, you get a lot of the chocolate and the nuttiness from it,
Yeah,
but you also get like that really nicely, like a really nice roasted coffee kind of flavor and smell to
oh
it.
yeah, if you like coffee, this has got a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
roasted coffee,
Yeah.
Rich coffee flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
and then I wanted to see how some oak.
Yeah.
I mean, since the coffee brings a lot of vanilla as well, and the oak also does that.
Yeah.
I figured it would suit the beer.
Yeah.
You were right. It does. Wow. That is so smooth and just feels kind of luxurious.
That is really good. Oh yeah.
I didn't want to go over the top
No, because
with,
I mean,
with the oak, but
you get the bourbon quite strong in the nose,
Yeah.
but in the taste of it, it's really mellow and blends together
Yeah.
with the. It's actually good that we did these side by side because you can actually really tell what the bourbon oak did to that beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like you said, comparing them side by side,
Yeah.
then it's easier to if you drink the oak aged version by itself, then it might not be as obvious.
Yeah.
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 So that's definitely what you should do on box beers: is get at least one of each.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
you will not be disappointed.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not. These are really good.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, this is another excellent addition. So if you're collecting these, you're not going to be disappointed.
No,
by far.
definitely not.
And I think it will age quite well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
and
Because the bourbon flavors are going to mellow out a little bit, kind of blend better into the rest of the beer as well. Because I mean, it's not, the bourbon one is really not that heavy on the chocolate side. It's not as apparent as in the non-oak aged one.
Yeah.
You get a lot more of the chocolate and nuttiness from the non-oak aged one. But I think giving it a little bit of time, that's gonna kind of come back again.
yeah.
Oh yeah. This is man, this is so good. All right.
I gotta say, I think I still prefer the non-oak aged one at this point, but I bet in like 6 months the bourbon one is going to be stellar.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think they're both stellar.
Well, they're both stellar at this point. I'm just saying
not just sucking up, but
well, I mean the non-oak aged one is just a little bit stellar.
It's a little more stellar.
Yeah.
It's interstellar, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Interstellar brown ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you give the bourbon barrel one 6 months to a year, it's gonna really come into its own.
Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying it pretty fresh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, this is, I think you two are the first ones to try it, actually.
Oh, nice.
Right. Exclusive.
I mean, besides from
you and your
me.
coworkers.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, have just started delivering kegs.
Yep.
And so it's not, I mean, it's going to show up pretty soon in Malmö.
Yeah.
And like we said, box beers.
Nice.
So, which bars have you delivered to, so we can?
Here, Bishop's Arms.
Right.
Gustav
Bishop's Arms,
Adolfstorp.
Gustav, yeah.
Yeah, and then Beer Ditch, Green Lion, Tap Room. Yeah, those are the Malmö places, and then I will bring a keg up to Motala as well.
Yeah.
Berggrens källare.
Nice.
And then Brewers Beer Bar will also have one of each.
Cool.
One keg of each.
So you're kind
Nice.
of expanding your footprint a little bit more.
A little bit. I mean, since I mean, I usually ask the ones that I have delivered to previously, and see if they want it, and then that's pretty much half the batch there, and then the rest of
Box beers comes and picks up the
we're
rest.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
So have you called up Omnipolo and said, "Hey, you want to have the best beer in Sweden in the bar, the best brewer in the bar?"
I mean, I received quite a few emails, but I mean, I guess I'm a little bit lazy because I mean, in Malmö I can deliver by myself without any hassle.
Yeah.
Shipping up to Stockholm or whatever is
Especially if you
a bit more
ship only
tricky.
a few kegs, then
Yeah.
the price per keg is going to go up quite a lot.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the challenges doing that. And then, as you said, and also with, I mean, a regular day job and just doing this on the side, then that becomes a lot of management and administration.
Yeah.
But I mean, for someone doing this on the side and reaching, well, number one on tap, that's pretty goddamn impressive.
That's a pretty good hobby.
That's a pretty fucking good hobby.
Definitely. So, yeah, I'm not complaining.
Well, yeah, no, I can see that.
Oh, definitely.
But I mean, it's not like it's not deserved either, because I mean, with the quality of your stuff, it's always been really damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. I try my best and do lots of crazy things, and people seem to like it. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great. I mean, the carrot cake one was just okay. This might end up a disaster, but it's one of the most highly rated ones.
Yeah.
It's but I mean, there's a few people that totally hate it.
Well,
There's always a few.
We don't like
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
But
you also did an apple pie.
yeah,
Remember correctly? Yeah.
yeah, that was also a lot of people liked that one as well.
Yeah.
Sold out pretty quickly. So yeah, I might have to revisit that one.
Rebrew that
Yeah.
too.
So for October, we'll have a pumpkin pie, and then
You love pumpkin beers, yeah.
pumpkin.
It's our
like,
favorite.
We can do a pecan pie and
Exactly.
cherry pie.
I actually
and
liked the rumpkin, the
Oh, you
Avery
did?
one. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
liked
god.
it.
that was so harsh.
I thought the spicing wasn't that in your face.
It wasn't the spicing; it was the
That was-
booziness. It was just It was so overwhelming. And the more you let it warm up, the worse. It was like even more overpowering it became.
Yeah, it was not one of my favorites.
No,
It was only 18%, right?
Yeah,
it
18-ish.
felt like it was 25. I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
It was god awful.
What you call it? It wore its heart on its sleeve. You definitely knew
Yeah.
what it was. You definitely knew what you're getting there.
Yeah. No, pumpkin beers is not a favorite on this show.
No, we've done at least one a year, and every year we're like, this is the last one. And like next year we're like, well, maybe this one, and they're like, nope, still sucks.
Still shit.
If I do one, I won't bring it to you then.
Well, if you do one, we're happy to try it.
But here's the deal. I don't
We have
mind.
to have one pumpkin beer this year as well. So.
Yeah. Like I actually don't mind pumpkin beers. It's the pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
That's what kills me because
Yeah,
then it's
because
just
we
like
did have the one pumpkin beer, not a pumpkin spiced beer.
Yeah.
That was it. Your brother who shipped it over from the U.S.
no, that was Marcus from Brew Buds.
Oh yes, it was.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really good. And
that was
a
really good.
pumpkin beer,
Exactly.
and it wasn't like a pumpkin spice beer, and that's
Yeah.
where I think we have the real problem with it because then it just becomes this. It's like a chai beer.
Yeah.
It's just this overwhelming collection of spices, and you're just like,
Yeah.
ugh.
But I remember we liked that one, but the shame was that the episode just didn't save on your
Right,
phone.
my that was the Pumpkinator from St. Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so we do have one pumpkin beer that we enjoy.
Yep.
We just don't have it on record.
So it never happened.
We have
Exactly.
we have one black IPA that we've enjoyed as well.
What?
We did. We had one black IPA.
I like black IPAs.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't.
So we have one on record that we liked.
Oh, true. Sure.
Yeah, that's a hard style. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a bit hit or miss.
Yeah.
Some are great, some are not that great.
I would say most are not that great, and there's a few that are
Yeah.
okay.
I quite enjoy them.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy them. But it's only like I said, if they're well made, which I guess goes for quite a lot of styles. I mean, it's a well made beer, then it's going to be good.
Like moles. I mean, how can you not like a mole beer? It's a
they-
delicious combination of chocolate and spices.
No,
Yeah.
it's shit.
It is. No,
No, it's
a
terrible.
wonderful
We're
experience.
2 against 1.
I know.
Yeah, sorry.
I know. I know. But mole stouts still suck.
Yeah. There was one other adjunct style that we've absolutely hated, but I can't remember what it is now.
Well,
Frozen pizza and dollar bills.
Oh yeah, that's the worst can. I don't know what. Like, I really like the Big Money Stout can that they did for. Didn't they put it out in Sweden?
Yeah.
did they?
No,
I've never seen that in cans.
I got it
Oh, I guess
through,
bottles. I guess it was
yeah.
bottles. What I'm thinking of.
I got it through some
Yeah.
private
Yeah.
order. Yeah.
And it looked cool. It was a good looking bottle, but then the can came out and it's like, I do not want to drink this. It is a horrible label.
I have not seen it.
It's like pizza and dollar bills on a label, and it just does not look appealing.
No?
No,
Okay. Well, I mean, the beer is fine.
the beer's really really good,
Yeah.
but if I was to see the label, I would not want to drink it.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else you want to share? Philosophies in brewing?
Yeah. I mean,
I think we could talk a little bit about where you started.
yeah.
Because, I mean, you were quite prominent in the homebrewing scene.
Yeah, like almost everyone else in this business, I started as a home brewer.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Maybe 9 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. And started competing in the here in Limhamn, the Malte
The homebrew festival.
competition. Yeah. And realized it was a lot of fun to be there serving beer.
Yeah.
And I won a few times and got to brew on a big system at Malmö Brygghus. twice, I think. And then, I mean, it just went from there.
Yeah. It's one of those things that just organically grows on you a little bit. It's like you start out dabbling with it at home in your kitchen, and then you're like, well, I kind of want to hear what other people think now as well.
Yeah.
Get into the homebrew competitions, get some feedback on there, do some adjustments, try it again, get some more feedback, try it again. Just goes on. And then at one point you're just like, oh, now I kind of want to reach out a little bit further. So, and then it just turns into this whole thing that just organically grows by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you said, it's a great hobby.
Yeah.
And you can spend a lot of time on on that hobby. And,
there's quite a lot of reading material and discussions to have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people having lots to say.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think in general, the conversations are quite pleasant. Because you never,
mostly.
Well, I wouldn't say never, but it's a very rare occasion where you have people arguing.
Super negative or
exactly.
just not willing to contribute to the conversation.
Exactly. Because, I mean, it's like the whole craft beer community is just like trying to help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Share knowledge and experience, which is really great about it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, when I started, I mean, the internet was, of course, full of information.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess that's why I've always shared my recipes, because I think that's what you should do.
Yeah.
I mean...
It just helps other people get better as well.
Yeah.
And that just helps the craft beer industry take over more market from the bigger kind of, factory run
Macros.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, if anyone asks me, I try to answer as best as I can. Give advice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a home brewer at heart still. I mean, I still homebrew quite a lot.
Yeah.
As I said, for my normal work, trying stuff out.
Yeah.
So.
The alpha batches.
Yes. Yes. But I mean, so I brought some prototypes with me.
So we actually have some alpha batches.
Yes.
Excellent.
Nice. So unlabeled, of course. So.
Which is which?
So I have so this one is easy. It's chocolate milkshake imperial porter.
Ooh,
nice.
And then this is pomegranate sour ale.
Okay.
Nice.
My first sour.
Yeah.
And then there's a saison with some citrus zest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you can choose.
Well, should we do should we kind of break off with something lighter?
Sure. Let's jump into the saison.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So this one I brewed for a Christmas party.
All right.
And to have something to go with the food.
Mm-hmm.
I think it turned out pretty nice.
What kind of citrus did you use?
Wow.
It's lemon, lime, and grapefruit.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that is so clear.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is amazing.
No New England saison.
You get the...
It's incredibly zesty on the nose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so... You really get the lemon and the lime and a little bit of the saison-y, barnhouse-y-ness to it.
Yeah, so I fermented it quite cool to not get too much from the yeast.
Ooh.
I wanted something fresh, but not too yeasty.
It is definitely fresh. Wow.
It's really incredibly crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get the essence of the saison, but it's not like overpowering. It's very light and
it's from
refreshing.
the cold fermentation, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't get all, as you said, the yeasty flavors.
I think, I mean,
I think that blends well with when you add something else to the saison as well.
Yeah, I'm not that fond of too much yeastiness, too much funk in saisons.
Yeah.
So I prefer to ferment them quite cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how cool do you prefer to ferment them?
This one is like 19 degrees.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people ferment them at over 30.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But I still think it gives. I mean, no one would confuse it with
No.
like a Chico strain or anything like that.
No, it's clearly still a saison. It's just like a little bit more of a subtle saison.
I really like is the citrus notes are so dominant in the smell,
Yeah.
but just really light in the like you would almost be like, oh, this is going to be really like zesty,
Yeah,
too zesty,
yeah.
but it's just super smooth and light, and
really
you don't
refreshing.
get that pithy kind of
Yeah.
furniture polish sometimes you get when you
Yeah.
have that.
So when are you making this in a bigger batch?
I might. I mean, I think it would be a pretty good summer beer.
Exactly.
And I've had it with. I did some fish tacos.
Mhm.
It was a pretty good pairing.
I can see
I
that
can see
work
that as
really
a good
well,
fish.
yeah.
It's a good pairing. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But now we're in the dark months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It might be better to brew it
Like
in
April,
spring.
May.
Yeah.
Or a nice alternative to all the dark beers that are out right now.
Because you want more of it.
Exactly. Also, I know that after a while, it's like I can only drink so many stouts and porters, and I'm just like,
Exactly.
I gotta have something with hops or something
sour.
with, something sour. For sure.
Yeah, so I got this one.
Yeah, excellent.
You could see my leading conversation
Yeah,
going
that's transition there into. So what made you want to get into sours?
The style. I mean, it's not a style. It's a lot of styles, of course, but it's been growing on me. I wasn't really sold on my first sour, but it's
I don't
been
know
growing
if
on
a
me.
lot of people are probably not that sold on their first sours. It's quite a hard style to
Yeah.
make,
Yeah,
or at least it's hard to make it taste good that first time around. Depending
Yeah.
on what method you use, of course.
so this is a kettle sour.
Yep.
So I don't want to ruin my equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's not a lambic-ish style.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more of a
Like a quick sour.
yes,
Yeah.
quick sour, Berliner Weisse, but it's more. I mean, it's 5.2%, I think. So I guess it's above.
Imperial Berliner.
So it's
Yeah.
Imperial Berliner Weiss is what we're looking at.
But I wanted to see what happens, and since I brewed that one for a Christmas party as well,
Yep.
and I thought pomegranate is kind of Christmassy,
Yeah.
and I like the flavor, so I wanted to see how it worked in a sour,
Yeah.
and yeah. That's kind of.
So we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, and actually, it was the first keg to finish on the party.
Nice.
Did not expect that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought I did a New England IPA. I thought that would for sure run out
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
But no, there were
The sour
Yeah.
won out.
quite
because
a
you're-
lot of sour lovers at the
You do
That's
some-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
also like a little bit of a shift you're seeing, or have been seeing for a while. That sour beers has gotten really popular as well.
Yeah.
I mean, first it was the whole IPA craze, and then came like the sours kind of taking over a little bit now. Of course, the New England haze came around, and then that, of course, took off IPAs again.
Yeah.
But I think the sours are definitely picking up a lot.
Oh, I
of
mean,
the,
in the
market.
States and the UK, you're seeing like dedicated sour festivals.
Yeah.
Like all over the place these days. Little micro festivals where people just like come here for the day and just very much a sour beers, and it's. Hope it's a trend that we see catching on over in this part of the world as well.
Well, we have
it's kind of fun to.
Malmö Brewing is doing their Belgian beer fest.
They're doing
There's going to be quite a few sours over there, I guess.
There will be quite a few.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be exciting too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Just you.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Finished.
So how did you add the pomegranate to this one?
I actually used fresh pomegranate.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in the ass.
I was just going to say.
That's a challenge in and of itself.
Yeah. So
how many pomegranates did you have to go through?
It was a few, but I wanted to see. I didn't want to overpower the beer, so I took it a little bit easy in the beginning. So I maybe used 2 big ones for 1 keg.
Okay.
But then I decided I wanted a little bit more. Then I found out that you can buy 100% pomegranate juice.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I actually added a liter or so of that as well.
To how big of a batch?
The batch was for 1 keg,
Okay,
so
yeah.
19
Yeah.
liters.
Yeah.
So I actually have.
It's kind of nice pink
Yeah, it's
color
a
to
really nice little pinkish rosé
Yeah.
kind of
I
color
actually
to it there.
have a beta version of this one.
Did you use
Going right now.
like a Proviva to sour it?
Yes.
Yeah. it's the smell I get from it is like the Proviva shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like pretty much take one every morning. So
all
I know
right.
that smell quite well.
Yeah, so the lacto is, like you said, from Proviva.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the beta of this.
Yes. I will bring it to Malmö Ale and Whiskey Festival.
Okay.
Nice.
But I have actually added hibiscus as well.
Okay.
Oh, get a little bit more color to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot more reddish.
Yeah.
Almost like looks like red beet juice.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got a lot of color from the hibiscus.
Yeah.
This really hits a spot. It just tastes like fresh juice almost. Mm-hmm. I can see why this went fast.
Yeah. I wasn't at all expecting it, but there were people getting like pictures under the tap. So yeah,
What's the ABV on it?
5.2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Like it's got it's not overly sour either.
No.
It's just a very kind of clean, slight tartness to it.
Yeah.
And it feels much lighter than 5.2. I would almost like it was like a 3 or 3.5, something like that. It's really, really light and clean and very easy to
Would
drink.
go well as a 3.5 at ICA as well.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing folköl.
Yeah.
And I have been experimenting a little bit with a New England IPA
Okay.
folköl
Yeah.
version, and turned out quite nice. I got a little bit more attenuation, or actually, I actually thought it would get higher in ABV. But I got really low attenuation, so it was almost folköl. So then I thought, well, maybe I could just lower it a little bit more, then I could sell it at ICA or whatever.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
A New England IPA folköl.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a first.
McKellar has a New England 0.3%
Oh, cool.
IPA.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Weather Wizard line or whatever it was called.
Never heard of it.
It's one of their latest lines they just came out with.
feel like I've been missing out on a lot of news.
Apparently, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. But it's called Weather something. I can't remember the last. Weather Warning is what it's called. It's a line of that they just came out with 3 or 4 different beers, and one of them is a 0.3% New England IPA.
Let's hope they get to Systembolaget.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's not quite New England IPA, but it's better than most of your like non-alcoholic beers. It's definitely an improvement.
I actually tried the really, really good non-alcoholic stout that I found at Hansa Systembolaget.
Yeah, I don't know about that really, really good part.
Really?
It was
you didn't
okay.
like it?
It was okay. I would say I would rather drink the McKellar Berliner Weiss or the Drinking in the Sun over the stout.
I thought that stout was really, really nice.
It was okay. It had a real metallic taste to it that I couldn't quite get past.
I didn't get that at all.
Oh, well.
There's got a lot of roasted notes from it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I have it at home. Haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
I
You'll be the dividing opinion on this one.
I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm saying it's a nice alternative to non-alcoholic beers because you get at least a little flavor and a little body to it. But because it tastes a lot like a milk stout, like a roasty milk stout, I think.
Which is also what makes it all the more impressive since it's a non-alcoholic beer.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's still, I didn't think it was all that great.
Well, you're wrong. You're wrong. Again.
I mean, I would drink it again if I had to, but over, say, a non-alcoholic lager or something like that.
Well, the next party is going to be a non-alcoholic party, and it's only going to be serving that beer. So
That's fine, then I guess I'll have to settle up to it.
Yeah, there aren't that many non-alcoholic beers,
no.
but at least we have the Drinking in the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
McKellar makes 4 of them now.
Yeah,
At
they
least,
have
because there's the Drinking in the Sun, there's a winter
Drinking
something.
in the Snow.
Yeah,
I guess.
Drinking in the Snow. There's the Berliner Weiss they do,
Yep.
and Ambler.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And then-
Ambler, I don't really care for.
I don't care for it either.
The Berliner Weiss is really nice.
Yeah, the Berliner Weiss was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then Tula makes a couple.
Yeah.
I think Omnipola makes one of their mango lasses or something like that.
That's a non-alcoholic?
I
know they do.
on that. I know it's really
I've only seen
low.
the Folköl
5,
ones.
yeah.
Maybe it's just the Folköl. I thought they had a non-alcoholic one, but
It's potato.
yeah.
Non-alcoholic and Folköl.
Yeah. There's the market's becoming much bigger and much more
Yeah.
diverse than it used to be. I've been quite impressed to see what's come out there. Innocent Gun put out an IPA that was at
did you try it?
It was actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly, it had nice little citrusy notes to it. I was like, wow, this is better than expected.
Turned you around into an Innocent Gun lover.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that I had very low expectations, and it didn't suck.
So you're here first. The next episode is going to be an all Innocent Gun episode.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. It's all.
Actually, we should have you on one of the Game of Beers episodes.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to do that.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we blindfold you and have you taste beers, and then tell us what they are.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you have to do it against someone else.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
But it's not. Of course, it's not. I mean, it's not impossible because we only pick beers that are regularly available at Systembolaget, so that people should
So
have
you
at
can-
least some.
I can study.
chance in hell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, you have quite a big library to study, but
yeah.
sure. I mean, if you want to go there, then yeah, totally fine.
All right, yeah. Sounds like
I mean, that could be
Okay.
the next next match.
I would-
Adrian versus Hannes.
Yeah.
I would guess it's a lot harder than you
It
might
is.
think.
It is very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. Once you're blindfolded, your
Yeah.
mind just really goes in a lot of different directions when you try something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the first one we did, just me and Stefan did it against each other. So I did one episode where I blindfolded you, gave you 3 different beers to try.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose a Baltic Porter, and it was so funny as well because it was just like, oh, it's a lager. And then it's just like, no, wait, there's some weird roastiness to it. I don't know. No, it's got to be a lager. No, wait, it might be a stout.
Yeah.
But it's so funny as well because when you don't see it, and
Eventually, I
you're
did,
just
I did
going
get
from all
porter.
the
I didn't get
senses.
Baltic porter, but I did
Yeah.
get porter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you said it was, I mean, you thought it was a lager,
Yeah.
and it was.
Yeah, exactly.
not
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
not what you might
It's not what you expected
it's not
to be a lager, but
Yeah.
typical light lager. But
exactly. No, that's a fun little concept.
Yeah.
So I think that could be the next
Next challenge?
The next challenge
All
could
right.
be because Adrian right now he beat me
Hands
in the
down. Well, you
last-
made some pretty stupid moves.
I made a lot of stupid moves that episode. I gotta admit, I fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to let you, back
I know.
down, but you were just like, nope. It's
You
gonna be
gave me-
this.
You gave me all of the
well.
opportunity to correct my mistakes,
Yep.
but I would not have it.
Nope.
So I fucked up and lost the title. Adrian took over the title. Now he needs to have a match with someone else.
Yes.
I think that next someone is going to be Hannes.
yeah, sure.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have that. We'll schedule that in pretty soon. 'Cause, yeah.
Hopefully, you don't serve me my own beer.
But that would be impossible to get. So
Exactly.
it will
You
not be a
can't get
problem.
it to Stambleye. You
I've
got to
actually,
get it to Stambleye
I've
first.
actually done that to a friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saved a bottle of his homebrew for a long time.
For a long time.
And then-
So there's this
and
lager
then-
he made. We saved it for 4 years, and then we
and
served it back.
I think it was a licorice stout,
Yeah.
and I think his guess was Pripps Blå. But it was on our way to Poland for a Svensexa.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That might explain.
Might influence it a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. I
But-
can see that having a little
Yeah.
bit of...
So it was quite fun.
yeah.
But yeah, he was really wrong.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's really funny that you compare or that you think of your own beer as being a Pripps Blå, especially when it's a licorice porter.
Yeah,
That's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard thing to jump to.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of intoxication levels going on
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
And judging from being a stag party on the move to Poland, of all places, then yeah, I could see that being a bit of a challenge.
Definitely.
Yeah, he had a beer or two before before that.
So were you like serving it to him in the back of a van or something, or?
No, we actually had a big conference room rented for us. So, yeah, that's a long story.
Yeah.
But it was great fun.
All right.
Sounds like a real regular old hoop.
Yep.
Definitely does. Do you want to
Yeah.
do the last beer and then we'll
Yes.
we'll wrap up?
So it's quite cool. But,
Warm it up in our hands a little bit.
Give it some love. But yeah, so this is Imperial Chocolate Milkshake Porter
Ooh,
with
So it's got lactose,
lactose,
Chocolate.
vanilla,
Porter.
cocoa powder, and
like oh boy.
not a boy. Plain cocoa powder.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they put in O'boy.
No, exactly.
No one knows.
Yeah. It's probably a lot of stuff that you don't
That you
want
don't
in
want,
your
yeah.
in your beer. So I'm gonna use.
Okay.
I'm just thinking it might not be the best to put it in the sour.
No, that's
No.
what I was thinking as well.
So we had to kill the rest of the POJO. Oh wow.
That is a really nice head on that.
Oh yeah, beautiful carbonation. It just really froths right up.
It's got that really, really thick foam as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this one. So I'm thinking about brewing this.
In a bigger scale.
Yeah.
It's got a beautiful malty, roasted, chocolatey nose to it. Yeah, I just love the. It's almost like a nitro pour on it.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
much. The head retention is just thick and rich, and that is crazy.
Yeah.
What's the ABV on this?
It's 9.6, I think. So it's a split batch. So I brewed a Imperial Porter and then I split it up and added the cocoa powder, vanilla, and lactose to part of it.
Yeah,
Well, I for one think you should definitely make more of this. Holy crap!
I have to agree on that one.
Just rich and creamy, and just beautiful. It doesn't. It's not so thick and syrupy that it just kind of coats the mouth, but just it's very, very easy to drink. Oh man.
Yeah, this one I also had at a party at work, and
I gotta work where he works. Just
Pete-
picking these kind of parties. My parties at work suck.
It's like, I'll sign up as an applicant.
yeah. So people didn't really get that it was almost 10%.
Oh,
People got drunk.
But
so it was a fun party.
yeah,
Yeah. There were a lot of stories. The sexual harassment claims went up really high the next month. I don't know. I haven't.
Ended up with some guy judging his own homebrew as a principal.
Yeah.
different party, but still.
Same end results.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I just love the smell of it. So
Yeah, so like you said, this one is not as thick as some of my other stouts.
That just kind of helps you to drink more of it as well.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but it doesn't feel thin. I mean, the carbonation and the head is really adds the body to it, to where it just finishes clean and neat and rewarding.
yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, compared to my other big strong stouts and porters, it's. I mean, the final gravity is 1030 something.
Yeah.
So it's not a thin beer, but
No.
compared to my other ones, it's a bit lighter in the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit drier in the finish.
Oh yeah, much dry. I mean, not much dry. It's quite dry in the finish, but you have this wonderful roasty characters that complement the dryness. Yeah.
Smell reminds me of like newly crushed caramel malt for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of caramel malt in it. I think I used crisp light crystal.
Yeah.
And also, I think I used the medium one as well, or if it was the amber.
Yeah.
But
What's your take on the Imperial Porter versus Imperial Stout?
I mean, for me, it's about the roastiness. Stouts, I use more dark roasted malts, black malt or roasted barley. And in porters, I leave those one out. Focus on the lighter chocolate malts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the POJO, the brown ale, I only used low color chocolate.
Yeah.
I think that gives kind of a milk chocolatey note to it. In this one, there's also low color chocolate, but more regular color as well, around 900 EBC as well in this one. And then I usually go pretty heavy on the caramel malts because I like high FG and some sweetness to it. I mean, some people like really dry stouts, but I'm not that.
More of a sweet kind of guy.
Yes.
Have you not seen his beers? They're all like intense.
I like syrupy stouts.
Well, I mean, kind of, you can tell, because I mean that's kind of been your MO for quite a lot of years.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the homebrew competition ones, it was always the high ABV and really thick and sweet stouts.
Yeah, I brought the Index out of bounds to the Malta. And as expected, in the judge part of the competition, I got some comments like, "Oh, this is like black vanilla sauce."
Yeah.
but So I didn't expect it to do well in the
No.
judging, but it took first place in the People's Choice. So
Exactly. Yeah.
So screw you. Everyone else likes me.
Yeah.
but I mean, so it's also that's why I chose the name
Yeah.
Index Out of Bounds, because it's not really within style.
Yeah.
It's way over the style limits on Final Gravity.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, as long
like
as
it.
people like it.
Yeah, I'm
then-
saying you're not alone in your decision, because
Yeah.
judging by the ratings on Untapped, you're definitely playing to the crowds. So it's
Yeah, I mean, at least to the beer geeks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that the average Swede would would love it, but I mean, I want to brew for beer geeks.
Yeah.
Because I'm a beer geek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with a limited production volume as well, then you can actually do that and
Yeah.
kind of take out the terms a little bit and
Yeah.
just do those kind of extreme things that you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the concept of
Yeah.
nerd brewing, to brew crazy stuff for crazy
Crazy
beer
people.
geeks. Yeah. Yeah, and like you say, on a small scale, it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Any closing comments you want to add?
I think we've talked about almost everything. But I will.
any childhood pets or favorite moments. If you could bring any 3 people back from the dead and have dinner with them, who would that be?
Oh my god. Nah.
No.
Let's skip those.
All right.
But yeah, I will be at Malmö Öl and Whiskey.
Yeah.
Bring some stuff, some new stuff, some sour stuff, some hoppy stuff, some dark stuff, of
Nice.
course. And also in a few weeks, there's a small festival at Möllan, mitt I Möllan.
Oh yeah. The
brewery.
shopping mall.
Yeah. I'll try to be there. I think I'll at least have a keg of the brown ale.
All right.
And hopefully I can make it myself. But I will be with Chad Beer and Lilla Ölfabriken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah. We could definitely make it out there. And where can we find you online?
Nerdbrewing at Instagram, Facebook, kind of a Twitter account as well, but that's only linked to the other accounts. So, but,
And then the recipes are found on nerdbrewing.com or
.se.
.se.
Yeah.
And if you go to nerdbrewing.wordpress.se, you can find a
Yeah, that's my old
very old homebrewing.
Yeah, that's I mean I.
You want to
kept-
see the beginnings of everything, the genesis of nerd brewing.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, so that's the old homebrewing blog.
Yeah.
So everything is still there. And,
I was
yeah.
quite surprised at the amount of information you had on there to begin with.
Yeah, I mean I could remove it, but why?
Yeah. Well, it's still open.
Yeah.
So I think for me, out of the alpha batches, I gotta say I prefer, or my favorites are probably the Saison and the Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to put it in order, I think the Saison, the Porter, and then the Sour.
Yeah.
But it's hard to play favorites.
I think the porter, now that it's been in the glass for a while, it's opened up a little bit more, and you get really a lot of like the cacao powder, chocolate powder kind of smell and flavor to it. It's really nice.
I still have this beautiful silkiness in the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Which I absolutely
It
love.
is almost like when you open up like a chocolate powder kind of bag and just smell that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that one. It might be
A new line.
in a big batch sometime in the future.
Don't play with my emotions, man. I really hope that we see that in a bigger batch, because it is really outstanding, and the Saison was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's so good. So
It's like you said, the Saison would make a perfect summer beer.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll see. maybe
So
that
you
one
got
as
3
well.
weeks in July, or in July you can put it out because that's how long Swedish summers last. And
Yep.
then-
And it's mostly rain anyway.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Well, so you need something refreshing and citrusy to make you imagine.
feel like
summer.
you're not stuck in a rainy Swedish summer. So.
Exactly. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and
Thank you for having me.
yes, and you're always welcome to come back anytime you want. To,
well, he's coming back for Game of Beers, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
we'll have you
yeah,
back on for
that's
Game of
right.
Beers,
Yep.
and that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll
Yeah,
have
that
to
would
make it
be
doubly tough.
nice making a fool of myself.
Well, it won't be any worse.
We've all been there. So.
Yeah, it won't be any worse than what we've done in the past. So.
And thanks a lot for bringing some prototypes here.
Yeah,
as well.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Those were excellent.
And also for bringing the
I
POJO
love
as well.
love to hear your opinions. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't miss out on the POJO, which you've already done because it was
Yes.
released tomorrow,
But
which is now.
you can find
a week
it
ago.
in you can find it in bars
Yeah.
around Malmö area,
Yeah.
and Gothenburg and some other place I've never heard of before that I can't pronounce.
Motala.
Mutala. So I'll butcher that. And you can find us on what'sontap.com, Instagram.
Podcast.com.
Yeah, what'sontap.podcast.com. Sorry.
Get our URL.
What else? Instagram,
Facebook,
Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah.
Etc. iTunes.
Stitcher, iTunes.
Whatever.
All the other stuff.
Yep.
You've already
Online.
heard it before.
Etc. 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 All right. So until next time, keep drinking.